At the end of the Qing Dynasty, a terrible drought hit the south of the Five Ridges. The land cracked open, crops dried out, and water became more precious than gold. Two nearby villages, Xianmencheng and Shenxi, started fighting over it. At first, it was just arguments. But one afternoon, when a villager blocked the stream upstream, the young men from the other side grabbed hoes and sticks and rushed over. Yelling turned into shoving, then stones started flying. Blood spilled into the water. From that day, both villages buried not only their dead, but also a deep hatred. An unwritten rule was born: never talk, never marry across the boundary. It was stricter than any law, passed down from parents to children, generation after generation. Zhao grew up with this. As a boy, he'd sit on his grandfather's lap and hear the warnings. Remember, we don't deal with Shenxi people, and never marry one of their girls. That's what the ancestors said. He didn't fully get it, he just knew that whenever they walked near the boundary road, the adults would grab his hand and hurry him away. Once, he saw a Shenxi boy catching crickets by the roadside and wanted to join, but his family pulled him back. From then on, he carried a quiet wall inside him. Even as a grown man, whenever he saw someone from Shenxi at the town market, he would just walk the other way. But in 2022, things began to change. Local authorities launched efforts to heal the wounds of these so-called feuding villages. They came again and again, talking to every household. They invited respected elders and successful villagers who had moved away and returned. In the ancestral hall, over pots of strong tea, they persuaded people. Reconciliation isn't betrayal, it's telling the ancestors that their children found a better way to live. They suggested a formal ceremony, both villages praying to their ancestors, burning incense, asking for peace. The urgent beat of gongs and drums jolted Zhao from his memories. He looked up. On the 29th of September 2025, representatives of the two villages stood hand in hand on stage, hosting their first joint gathering. The century-old feud was finally laid to rest. Zhao thought back to the day years ago when his bike broke at the market. A Shenxi villager helped him fix it. They didn't dare talk much, just nodded and went their separate ways. But today, that same man stood not far away, smiling and waving. Zhao waved back, this time with joy. After the event, Zhao walked down the old boundary road. Flowers were blooming, and people from both villages strolled together, laughing like family. He looked up, the autumn sky was bright and blue. At last, the ice of 100 years had melted into living water, nourishing them all.
以前要用水，就是抢水什么打架的，现在有通风了，以前就没有。